What's going on, baseball fans? How are we doing? So Gerrit Cole had an interesting press conference today. Let's go watch.
And have you ever used Spider Tack while pitching?
I don't.
Already, the interview is just done. You can just end it right there. It's over. The fact that he has the smile on his face, he just did a little chuckle. He's pausing, like he's just in this awkward pause. I mean, you might as well just say at this point, yes, I use Spider Tack. Anyway, let's keep watching.
I don't know. I don't know if. I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
Oh, that's just the wrong answer right there. Saying you don't know how to answer it is just the wrong answer. That pretty much just flat out says, yeah, I did it. I just don't know how to say it in the right way so people don't get completely furious at me. So let's keep watching.
I mean, there are customs and practices that have been passed down from older players to younger players, from the last generation of players to this generation of players. And
see, I can respect that answer right there because it is true. Veteran guys who have, come and gone, they pass things down to these younger players. Gerrit Cole was just, as recently, just a young player on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Learning things in the league, trying to get an edge any way you can. Any league you're in, baseball, basketball, football, you're doing whatever you can to get a slight edge. And I feel like just in this situation with all the sticky tack and whatnot, the rosin and whatever else, the sunscreen, all that stuff that the pitchers were using, I think it just got a little too far because you were just seeing these spin rates just off the charts. And but Gerrit Cole, I can at least appreciate that kind of an answer because it is true. You learn these things from the players that come and go. So I can appreciate that answer here.
I think there are some things that are certainly out of bounds in that regard, and I've stood pretty firm in terms of that, in terms of the communication between our peers and whatnot. And I, again, like I mentioned earlier, there's, this is important to a lot of people that love the game, and this is.
So that part right there, this is where he's having a tough time. It's simply, he doesn't want people to hate him. It's simple as that. He doesn't want people to get mad at him. But at this point, hey, people love accountability. That's what you love to hear. I mean, but at the same time, though, it's not like Gerrit Cole's the only one doing this. It's all the other pitchers in the league. So I can honestly feel for him in this situation where he's just the only guy. He's taking all the brunt of it. He's the one guy that's kind of sitting here and talking about it where none of these other pitchers are saying anything about it. So in a way, I can somewhat respect that he's sitting here and at least just answering it the best he can. In a way, I can kind of feel for him because it's like, hey, you gotta kind of feel for him a little bit. He doesn't want everyone hating him. I can understand that. But I mean, hey, but then you can also say, well, hey, you shouldn't have used the stuff in the first place. But this is just a common practice among pitchers in the game right now. Trevor Bauer recently saying, over 70% of the pitchers in the game are using this kind of stuff. So, Gerrit Cole, I can feel for him a little bit in a way, but at the same time, it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have been one of the, 70% of the pitchers that have been using it. Anyway, let's finish the press conference.
Including the players in this room, including fans, including, teams. And so if MLB wants to, legislate some more stuff, that's a conversation that we can have.
And hey, I can respect that too. Hey, simply put, they're just using it. If they weren't going to enforce any of the rules, they were going to keep doing it. But Major League Baseball recently coming out and saying, hey, if we catch you using this stuff, you're going to get banned for 10 games. And hey, you know what? If they're going to enforce it, then okay, then so be it. Then we stop doing it. But they weren't enforcing anything with it. They weren't doing anything about it. Major League Baseball, you can kind of blame them in a way because, hey, these pitchers, they're getting away with using this stuff. So, hey, if they're not going to get in trouble, then it's like, well, you might as well just keep doing it. But, yeah. So, Gerrit Cole, let's finish this.
Because ultimately we should all be pulling in the same direction on this.
And I can appreciate that. At least he is saying, hey, you know what? It needs to be an even playing field. We need to, we need to cut the crap a little bit. We need to start, not using this stuff. Gerrit Cole, this was not the best interview. Or this was not the best press conference. He was not prepared for this. And I'm kind of wondering too, where is the public relations department for the Yankees right now? Why was he not prepared for this? He knew these questions were going to come at some point. The Yankees knew these questions were going to come at some point. The lack of preparation is what bothers me here. Gerrit Cole, hey, he's doing the best he can here. I'm going to give him, a slight benefit of the doubt, because I'd like to see some other pictures start coming out and saying some stuff too. So in a way, I can feel for him here. It's like all the lights are on him here, but hey, you made your own bet. You made your own bet, and you gotta lay in it. So he's not the most prepared here. It shows, and he didn't know how to answer it. He just doesn't want people to hate him at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, you made the choice, and that's what it is. And at least I can, respect the fact that he's at least sitting there trying to give some kind of an answer instead of just saying, you know what, next question. And he could have just said that. It probably would have been more effective, honestly. But, hey, at least he's giving some kind of an answer. I can respect that. I'm seeing a lot of people trashing on Gerrit Cole right now. And in a way, the only thing I'm kind of trashing on is, hey, it just clearly shows here you were just not prepared to answer this question. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this press conference today. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. What are your thoughts of the Gerrit Cole press conference today? Do you think other pictures are going to start coming out and talking about this? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you can, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell button, hit all the buttons that I'm not even thinking of, and I'll talk to you next time.